just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This crowd ready in anticipation. Their offense taking the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
Coming off a loss last time out, I think the #1 goal today, Mike, is he needs to make a bigger impact on the outcome of today's game. Last week, he was not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but it was really just a modest performance. He was okay. Well, okay at the quarterback position is not a winning formula week in and week out in the NFL. They need him to be a difference maker. They need him to be a dynamic playmaker. He's capable of all of those things, and if we can get that level of play out of him today, I think they can expect a different result than last week.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. #1, the traditional handoffs. #2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. Making defenders look silly out there on his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Desperados. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one. See, watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. His drive will start on the ground, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44.
They send the tight end in motion. On second down, they run the counter. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Panthers offense ready for their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Has completed to Douglas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On second down, it's Williams. He connects with Jordan Addison. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got Douglas going deep. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. They'll begin here on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Coleman. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's enough for a 1st down.
That's good for a San Antonio.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1 quarter in the books. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. He'll try the right side this time. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the 1st. So it'll bring up 4th down. Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And the Panthers first down.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Desperados offense and Xavier Worthy getting set to take over once more. And he's been as involved as anyone in the league in the middle part of the season, the NFL leader in receiving yards to this point. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. On comes the punter now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? And that is incomplete. Here's the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
Now a handoff running right. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
The 29-yard line. That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
Back to throw. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. Now give on the ground. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
A 3-yard loss makes it 3rd and 11.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. And here comes 4th down. And a pretty good punt there. The fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. And he's taken down up past the 35. That one taken in by Douglas. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Motion man is the tight end going right. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. That's caught by Bowers. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. In trouble, and down he goes. Here's their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. Man in motion is Brown. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. And apparently we'll forget about that for the moment and turn our attention to quarter number 3. Let's go. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll do so with first and 10. Open man downfield. It's Addison. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. He'll get this complete to his tight end Bowers. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's Williams on first and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll come up on a second down and 8. Putting the tight end in motion. Williams to the air once more. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. They'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Third and long. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Desperados offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. A quick throw going to be caught by Worthy. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a second and 9.
Brings up second and 9 at the 15-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him up near the 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Desperados. No problem there on the extra point. And the Desperados move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Defense.
Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down. Off play action. Here's Williams. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On the toss, they'll run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. The extra point is good. And the Panthers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Desperados offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. A pass caught right side by Coleman. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And he's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 49-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. They'll look to throw again. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
That's another San Antonio 1st down.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. He's taken down just shy of the 10. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he'll take it on in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Desperados. The extra point, up and good. And the Desperados will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. That one knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. It's second down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. So, 3 quarters. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Throwing again, Williams. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throw it again. It's Williams. He's got a receiver. It's Addison. 13 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Panther 1st down. Williams to the air once more. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. It is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Taking off, he'll try to get there. The Panthers going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Panthers cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The Desperados offense and their quarterback ready to go once. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
It'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. 2nd down and 3. They'll motion a tight end right. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Handoff here, up the middle. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Now a give up the middle. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. They'll stick with him again. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Desperados. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. Quick throw, taken in.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. That one taken in by Douglas.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and 5. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. So the fans gonna head home happy. It's a win for the hometown squad. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory.
line.